hold on to something, because here we go. How's it going, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. World's greatest living artist. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's happening? What is happening? Man, this is a fine day in the Arizona. This is a fine day in the Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. That's how I do my songs. What's up? Hey, what's up, Kyle? Kyle, I need you. I haven't talked to you in a little while. I need you, Kyle. I need your help. I'll DM you in a little bit. Or better yet, I'll give you a call. Kyle is an awesome marketer, guys. If you guys haven't followed Kyle, you gotta go follow Kyle. He's an awesome marketer. Yeah, Kyle Allen. Go check him out. He's an awesome marketer. He understands a lot about what needs to happen if you're an artist or if you are in any business. He gets it. He understands what needs to happen. And yeah, go follow him. Go follow him and start finding out how he can help you, because he is helping me. All right, guys. So this is a moment where I turn these rides into art blogs. I love that. I turn these rides into art blogs. I think it's so important to find the energy to do this, guys. To do this, because I get sucked into a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I don't take things one by one. I've tried that. It doesn't work for me. I know there's other people out there who can't do that. I can't do that. If I take things one by one, meaning tasks, what happens is that I start doing less. I don't know. I'm too local. Shit just doesn't work like that for me. I can't. I gotta be juggling multiple things. I gotta be doing multiple things, and then I get very fast. And I start pulling triggers, which is the most important thing. If I have 50 things to do, and I'm committed, because you gotta be committed, right? If I got 50 things to do and I'm committed, I'll find a way to get them done. I'll figure it out. What most artists do is that we try to take one thing at a time, and that is a very painful thing if you are trying to go into business. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kyle. How's it going, Laura? If you try to do one thing at a time, and I'm talking about if you're an artist who's taking it to the business. I'm going to be doing some stuff, guys, that is not for business, for like artists who are trying to open an art studio or a gallery, because I know the vast majority of artists are not doing that, and it's important to talk to artists who simply are just want to paint, or maybe who are just getting started, right? And that's not even it's not even in their concept, right? To open an art studio or to make income from that, right? Or make their sole income from that might not even be in the radar. So I will be doing some content just for artists who are starting out, because I know how important it is when you're getting started. Just to get the ball rolling, right? One of the reasons why I started talking a lot about art marketing and sales and stuff like that, it's not because I'm this pro at it, like this, oh my God, I know everything. Of course not. It's because something started working for me based on a lot of action that I started putting out, and so other people started asking me, and it led to coaching. I don't do it like, it's not the thing I do, honestly, guys, because it takes, right now I'm not really focusing on it, because it takes time, and although I charge substantially lower than many other people out there. It still doesn't make up for the lost time in my studio. Like me charging $300 an hour for coaching doesn't make up the lost hour in my studio. So I tend to keep it a bit low on that end. And I know I'm doing it wrong. I shouldn't do that. I know that. I know I need to really pump some energy into that, because there's a lot of people that can be helped with that. There's a lot of artists out there that can really use the help, right? And I'm just being a lazy ass. Quite honestly. I'm being lazy with the coaching. But I know that there's a lot of artists that can benefit from that. So I'll put my working pants on and get it going with that as well. So anyways, on a side note, right, here we talk about a lot of stuff. We don't just talk about one thing, okay? We talk about a lot of stuff. It's my blog. I get to talk about whatever I want. There's no sequence here. It's very dynamic. It's muy artista. And then there's coffee too, so. So yeah, guys. Okay, so one of the things that helped me start reaching a little bit of success, and what I mean success is being able to get income from my artwork. Okay, I'm not talking about little ribbons and applauses, and I'm not Tinkerbell. I don't live from applause. I need money. I need money to run my studio. I don't need recognition or what do they call it? Exposure. Although I do need exposure. Everybody needs exposure, but I don't live from. I can't eat from exposure, right? And I'm a good eater. I need to sell artwork. So anyways, one of the things that started working for me is that I got very busy. Now, I'm at a place right now where I feel like now I really need to make a jump, right? Busy is no longer that busy for me, right? So, in other words, I've gotten comfortable. What I used to consider being very busy, it's now very easy. It's a matter of time now, but it's very easy, right? It's very easy. Like painting is very easy for me now. It's not this super laborious thing anymore. It's very easy. It's a swift, right? It's there's a free flow. Marketing is very easy. Now it's a matter of, okay, well, if it's easy, now we need to multiply this, right? This is where I'm at right now, where things I've gotten to a place where things are easy, and it's a good place to your feelings, right? Like it feels good, like, oh my God, this is so easy, it's so awesome. But it's a horrible place to be at when you're in business, okay? Because you start getting soft. You start getting soft. So I don't want that to happen to me. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I know that there's artists who watch this who are getting busy now, right? They're getting busy. And I'm telling you, hey, watch yourself ahead, okay? Watch ahead. If it starts getting easy, don't let it get easy. Put more wood on that fire, because it needs to be hard. A heavy, hard, difficult environment is a thriving environment. That I know. I don't need anybody to tell me that. That I know from experience. A difficult environment is a thriving environment. Look at the best soldiers in the world. They don't train in easy environments, right? They need to survive. They need to thrive. They need the success of the mission and of their lives. They train in the most difficult environments. The higher ranking the soldier, right? The more training, the more difficult the job, the more difficult the environment the soldier will train. This is the same in business, guys. If it's easy, if it's soft, there's a very, very high chance that it ain't gonna work. Okay? That the first little gush of wind is going to blow you. It's going to just drop you like a fly. It has to be difficult. So that's one of the things that I'm working on right now. How do I make it more difficult? Now, one of the things that I'm making it more difficult right now is getting out of my comfort zones, of course. I have a set of comfort zones, and I have to constantly break those. I remember reading this quote by Leonardo DiCaprio once or twice. He said, every new level requires a new you. And most people would be like, oh my God, he's Leonardo DiCaprio. What the hell does he know? Oh my God. What does he not know? He's been an actor and being around not only himself, but being around high performance workers. Because Leonardo DiCaprio is not there because he has a pretty face. He's there because he's a working bee, right? He's a very hard-working person. No one is there by luck, guys. They're there because they work hard. So I'm sure that cat knows a thing or two about work. And what he expressed by saying every new level requires a new you, I think he knows what he's talking about. And I've experienced that in my own little bubble. I've experienced that. I've experienced how every stage requires a new you. Every stage requires a new me. Now I have a bigger studio. It's going to require another me, right? I can't keep showing up with the same work ethic that I was showing up in a smaller studio. Just listen to this, guys. Listen to this for a second. Let this soak in. Okay? You cannot go into a new environment with the same work ethic. You will die. And I'm not talking about physically, of course. Unless you're a soldier or something. I don't know. A ninja, maybe. I don't know. A ninja. You cannot go into the same environment, guys, with the same work ethic. It's impossible. Into a new environment, with the same work ethic of a smaller or a softer environment. You cannot. It doesn't work. This is one of the reasons why I'm working with people like Kyle. I need someone else to help me, right? I'm also working with other people that are helping me get out of my comfort zone. I also brought in help in the studio. I brought in 3 more people in the studio to help me. I need to get out of my comfort zone. I love that. I'm listening. I love that. Yeah, guys, let me know if you're listening. I love to know that you're listening. Give me some hearts. Hearts. Give me some applause. Some hearts if you're listening. If you think I'm muy loco, let me know. Dude, you're crazy. At least I know you're there. Right? Because it feels a little weird talking to myself. It feels a little weird. Other people are looking at me like, what the hell is this guy saying? Why is he talking to himself? So anyways, it feels a little weird. So, if you're an artist and you are doing the same thing, okay, that was working before, maybe it ain't gonna work. Okay, it ain't gonna work. If your new goal, even keeping a flat line, listen to this one too. Okay, this one comes from experience, not from some book or some theory or someone told me. A friend of a friend told me. No. Even a flat line. Let's say that every month you want to make $1,000 extra selling your artwork, right? Even a flat. You're crazy, but I love that. Thank you. Even a flat line. Let's say that you want to make $1,000 extra a month selling your artwork, right? You're like, man, I want to make $1,000 a month selling my artwork. Some extra income, right? Maybe for your mortgage or a car or whatever, something extra. Even keeping that $1,000, okay, even keeping that will require you to continually do a little bit more. Just keeping it. Ain't it weird? You would think, no, if I just repeat this, it'll keep going. Nope. It doesn't work like that. Because we also experience inflation, not just in income and in currency, right? We experience inflation everywhere around us. Things change, things go up, it's never the same environment. We experience inflation everywhere in different ways. Man, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. We experience it in different ways. Even, for example, let me show you one of the examples I'm talking about experiencing inflation. Okay, it's just figurative talk. Okay, guys, I'm not an economist. It's figurative talk. Bear with me. You're so used to posting your stuff on Facebook, right? You're putting all your little eggs in that basket. You're like, oh man, I found Facebook groups and I'm going to post my stuff on Facebook groups. Which, by the way, it's a great thing to do. I do it all the time. I'm going to post my stuff. I'm going to post my links or whatever. Okay? But what happens if you keep posting the same thing? Right? If you don't change it up. It requires more work. Right, to change it up. You have to change it up. If you don't change it up, you can't feed everyone the same thing over and over. You got to change your message, your pitch, right? It's got to change. So even maintaining it requires more effort all the time. That's one. Two, maybe the algorithm just doesn't like you anymore, right? We've experienced that with our fan pages. Like, oh my God, I got 20,000 people following me. Yeah, but only 5% of them are watching, okay? It didn't used to be that way, so it changed, right? Now it takes more effort to get the same result. Get it? AKA inflation. I just call it that. I don't know if it's that. It's inflation, right? Now you need more. It's just like the dollar. Now you need more, right? Now you need more to equate the same dollar, right? Now you need more effort to equate the same result. And on and on. It changes. Everything must change. Yeah, it's a fact of life. I love that. But you have a lot of knowledge. Thank you so much. So it changes. It constantly changes. So just even keeping a flat line, even if you're like, oh man, I'd be great if I was just making $1,000 a month selling, artwork. It would be just perfect for me. All I have to do is just post my artwork in a few Facebook groups, pay $5 a day on Instagram, ads, right? Promoted pics, $5 a day, and then for the cost of a cup of coffee, you get Instagram follows. Which, by the way, no, you don't. That stuff doesn't work. It's better to go and talk to people or follow people or do something. I don't know, something manual. It works more. I do it, guys, but I do it in addition to. If you're just paying Instagram promotions, guys, no, that's not the way to grow it. You need hens. It will always come down to effort. Always, no matter what you do, it will always come down to effort. There's no such thing as automated anything, guys. You can automate stuff, but someone's got to automate it, right? So it comes down to effort, always. Chasing that, it's like chasing the golden goose, guys. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a free lunch. It doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that. So anyways, that was a side note. That was a side rant. That was a side rant. But yeah, guys, look, if you're posting on Instagram, on Facebook or whatever, and you're like, oh my God, I've managed how to make, 2,000 extra bucks a month selling my artwork, right? Here is my promise to you. If you keep doing that, before you know it, you're going to get soft. Okay? If you just keep doing the same thing over and over. Before you know it, you're going to get soft. Once you start getting soft, you're not going to recognize what's happening. Inflation's happening, okay? And I'm talking about, again, it's figurative. I don't know if that's the word, but I'll call it inflation. Everything's changing and it's going up. It requires more effort to get the same result. So if you keep doing the same thing, before you know it, you're going to start making $1,500, $1,000 rather than $2,000, right? $500, and you're gonna start scratching your head and say, "Oh my God, what's going on? I'm doing everything that I normally do." That is the problem. I'm giving some massive free content here, valuable content that no artist is going to give you, and I'm doing it here live for free. Freedom for free. You know how many bastards out there are charging for the stuff that I'm saying? Anyways, let me go on. Let me go on. So you can't keep it at the same level, guys, okay? You got to add to it. You got to add to it. You got to add to it. If you're doing one Instagram post, do yourself a favor. If you got a little bit of money out of that, do 2 Instagram posts, okay? Like paid posts. And if you got a little bit of extra, I don't know, hire a college student, I don't know, like for a couple of hours a day to help you with Instagram, to help you, I don't know, like and comment and to help you, because it requires so much effort, guys. This is why. Now, I'm not saying hire someone so you don't do it, okay, because that's the kiss of death, too. I'm saying hire someone so that they help you do it. So that now there's 2 of you. There's not just you. If you hire someone so that they can do it, you're going to be disappointed. No one's going to work as hard as you. No one. Because no one cares as much as you do. So when you hire someone, I'm not afraid anymore. I love that. When you hire someone, it's an extra little push. It's an extra little push. Whoa. It's an extra little push, right? It's an extra inch. It's an extra inch. Every person that I work with, or that I hire, or that I get help from, I already know in my mind, and this is not offensive at all, because some people are like, man, no. Yeah, I already know. It's just an extra inch, right? It's an extra edge. No one's gonna come and save me. Only I can do that. No one's gonna come and make me rich. No one's gonna come and oh my God, I'm so glad I have that person, so I don't have to do it. That doesn't exist, guys, okay? That is a lie. That does not work. It doesn't work that way. When you hire someone, or you get help, or you get yourself a team of people, or whatever you do, or you hire a service, you're paying a service or whatever, it is an extra inch of push. It will always come down to you. This is one of the reasons why many artists throw the towel, right? They throw the towel, or as we say in Mexico, hang the gloves, because there's a lot of boxers over there. They hang the gloves, right? Many people hang the gloves, throw the towel because they don't want to. It's too hard, and of course it's too hard. Who the hell wants to be on Instagram 24/7? I think not even Kim Kardashian wants to do that, but she knows she's got to. She knows she's got to do that. It's just the way it is, It's the nature of results. The nature of results come from actions. Not a single action, not a set of just one action. It comes from actions, right? It's got to be. One of the things that I learned from Arnold, the governor of California, get to the chopper. Everybody can do his accent, dude. I love that. One of the things that I learned from him is that he said, I learned early on that it's sets and reps. He's talking about life in general, okay? He's not just talking about weightlifting. He's talking about life in general. It's sets and reps. Sets and reps. I already know this. If I want people to hear me on my Instagram stories, dude, I gotta do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. Sets and reps. Where I'm going wrong, though, is that I'm not doing enough of mixed content. That's where I'm going wrong. I know that. I need to mix the content, because I keep doing this blogs in my car. Not everybody wants to hear this, or not everybody is trying to build an art business either, right? So I gotta switch the content. So here's a little tip for you guys: learn from my mistake. Switch the content. I know I gotta do that. I've been looking at my behaviors, because I audit myself, because I'm cool like that. You gotta audit yourself. You gotta look at your behaviors, and I realized that my content is very, very much sequential. It's like repetitive when it comes to Instagram. So I need to change it up. I know I do. Okay? So I promise I'll change up my content, guys. It'll be different stuff. It'll be like, hey, word of the day. It'll be like, hey, learn how to paint with acrylics. Awesome. Learn how to draw with, or how I do it, right? Not learn, because not everybody wants to learn either, right? There's another one. How I do it. How to mix colors and shit like that. Everybody's in a different. Poco loco, I love it. I am mucho loco, not just poco loco. No status quo, expand or contract. Exactly. Expand or contract. There is no middle ground. When it comes to a goal, there is no middle ground. The other day I was doing I posted something on artist groups on Facebook, and I was like, hey guys, I go on rants like this. I was like, hey guys, by the way, what does it take to be successful as an artist? And everybody got so fucking complicated on me. They always do this to me. I try to make it simple, and everybody gets so complicated. They're like, oh my God, well, first of all the hippies were like, well, what is success? Anyways, all the hippies and the philosophers were like, what is success? And then all the over thinkers, right, started going, well, let's break it down into what the different types of success and the different blah, blah, blah. Let's break down the question. I was like, oh my God, Jesus. This is why people don't do anything. They complicate things too much. I was like, pull the damn trigger. I was like, what does it take to be successful as an artist? And people just got so complicated. They're like, oh, your question's ambiguous. No, it's not. Success is success. Success is success. There is no middle ground. There is success. By the way, if you're successful, it probably comes with money. It probably does. As a matter of fact, it more than likely comes with money. Anyone that's successful at what they do, people want to be around them. People want to interview them. People want to throw cash at them. They're like, here, take that, and that, and that, and you get a car, and you get a car. It comes with it. Success is it's a abundant state of being. It's an abundant state of being. My definition? No, not just my definition. This is proven over and over. But anyways, I think people were talking about, like, what does it take to be happy? I wasn't asking happy. I wasn't asking at peace. What does it take to be at peace? I don't know. Go sit on a rock and meditate for hours and days and years, and maybe you'll get, a super awesome state of conscious, nirvana, or, awakened, or in the now, whatever you want to call it. Why not? That's a cool thing too. That's not what I ask. What I ask is, what does it take to be successful as an artist? And people got too complicated on me. So to people listening to me right now, I'm trying to tell you guys, look, don't complicate it, guys. It's very simple. You create your artwork with all the love and passion that you feel. No one's trying to take that from you. Do it with all that passion and that love and that excitement and that, right? Like that little kid, like that little meme with a little baby. Do it with all of that. But then, market the shit out of it 10 times of the effort that it took you to build it. Market just the shit out of it, like go bananas, like go exorcist on it. Market it hard, okay? And rinse and repeat. That is what takes. That's all it takes. But people get too complicated. The only thing that gets complicated about it is that we try to make sense of our state, of our current state. If you don't want to work more, you're going to start making sense of your current state. You're going to start saying, well, what is really success? Is it working more? Or is it enjoying the day on a shiny morning? That's what's going to start happening, right? You're going to start making sense of it. You're going to start telling yourself, well, I really shouldn't work more. I really shouldn't paint more. What if I get more money for my artwork and therefore I work less on it? And then, or what? Or here's another one that the vast majority of artists probably look into. What if success is just being very happy when I'm painting? What if that's success? So they start getting all complicated. They start making it. They start fragmenting the idea of success. It becomes fragmented, right? So success becomes a thing of becomes subjective, right? It's my success. It's not your. It becomes like a fucking opinion. My opinion is not your. No, success is success. It's bold. It's expansive, like the universe. Look at the universe. The universe is successful. It's expansive. It's not bullshitting. It's not trapped here or there. It's everywhere, and inside and outside. It's expansive. It's godly, right? It's godly. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's inside. It's outside. It's expansive. It's little. It's big. But more important, it's abundant, right? It's abundant. Success, you can always tell when something is successful. It's abundant, right away. Oh, that person is very successful. He's a great chef. Oh, dude, that dude is abundant. I know that. You know, you hear someone, a chef, being successful. Dude, that dude is abundant. Abundant why? Abundant in opportunities, abundant in friendships, abundant in probably the happiness level is very abundant, right? It's not just money. The happiness level must be very abundant. Every time he creates something, he gets this fucking doses of dopamine right straight to his brain, right? Oh my God, this feels so great. Every time I cook food, it feels like, oh my God, my heart's pumping and I feel like tickles and shit, right? It's very abundant. And then people are like, here, take this cash. Here, take more cash. Right? It's a very abundant state. So, if you're an artist and you're like questioning yourself, oh my God, what's success? You know, maybe success is just a couple of $1,000 a week or a month, or I don't know. That's success for me. Dude, if you're trying to make sense of success, you're just as lost as I am. I'm trying to get out of this mentality of trying to make sense of it. Let's not make sense of it, guys. Success is abundant. It's plentiful. It's plentiful. So one of the things that I'm working on is getting out of my comfort zones, because I have a comfort zone. I have many comfort zones. For example, I'm like, oh my God, I can only do so much. That's a comfort zone. It's not abundant, right? It's not an abundant way of thinking. It's a very comfort. No. Very preserve. You know, I'm trying to preserve and conserve. I'm going to only market so much. Here's my spending budget for marketing. I can only spend so much in marketing. That's my spending budget. That's not abundant. That's me trying to make sense of a couple $1,000, right? That's me trying to be like, oh my God, how can I conserve this money instead of spending it in ads or creating a badass marketing strategy, or you know, but this happens to everybody. This is why I'm talking about it, because this is not a thing that happens to me. I'm not alone in this gig. Neither are you. This happens to most people. Actually 99% of the people go through this shit, right? And you see the people thriving, and what do we say? Oh my God, that person took a risk, right? The word entrepreneur is actually risk taker, right? Someone who takes risks. If you notice someone who takes risks, what is the common denominator in everyone that takes risks? Not just that they take risks, but what is it? They put in a lot into something. In order for something to be risky, you got to be gambling something. You got to be putting in a lot of something. It's an abundant way of thinking. I'll invest $1 million here to make $2 million there, right? It's a very abundant strategy. You cannot win at this game by taking baby fucking steps. It will not work. I've been doing that for 7 years. This is why my business hasn't grown to the place where I believe I can take it. You cannot. It's impossible. It is impossible to grow your brand as an artist, to grow yourself, to become expansive, to be known in the art world, and spend $5 little a day on Instagram or on Facebook. I've been doing this kind of shit for a long time. It is impossible. I cannot show up to the new goal with the same mentality that was in my older goal. It is impossible. There's no way. You know? If you have a street fight, let's say you're a guy and you like that kind of stuff. You're a macho, muy macho. If you have a street fight and you're like, man, I can beat that guy up. You cannot go with the same enthusiasm against Floyd Mayweather. You just can't. It's stupid. You're going to get killed, right? It's not going to work. It's not, right? I like my points. My points are so random. Let me know if you guys are listening, because it feels freaky talking to myself. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to wave to everybody. Bam, wave. Did I love what Charles Pinckney said? No status quo. Expand or contract. Love that. So on point. But yeah, you can't show up to the new gig with the same mentality. You just can't. You can't. It's impossible. And this is one of the things that I've been trying to do over and over. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna go and sell more artwork and do the same effort. It's impossible, as Jim Carrey says in I forgot the name of the movie. I think it was The Mask. It's impossible. I don't watch that many movies, but I remember when I watch a movie. Yeah, you can't. You can't sell artwork and keep doing the same thing you're doing. If you haven't sold artwork yet, you cannot sell artwork and keep doing the same thing. It's everybody's trying to look for a lucky strike, and the only lucky strike there is bad cigarettes. That's the only lucky strike there is. Everybody's not looking for that. Everybody's looking for a way to go around it. A way to, how can I work less? How can I do less? How can I do less and get more? That. As a species, we should have known that by now, but we're too local. We don't get it. We don't get it. It's like my marriage didn't work, man. It's like it's like the same thing over and over. We do this thing as human beings. We're like, my marriage didn't work. That person didn't love me. It's like, dude, well, how much did you put in there? Because a very natural thing. It's unavoidable in this world. Is that you get what you put in, and most of us think we put in more than we actually do. It's like we have a thermometer, in our minds that lies to us. Yeah, it's like we have a fucked up thermometer in our mind. Yeah, it's like it's hot outside, it's 100 degrees, but in our mind, it's like 200 degrees. Oh my God, I'm burning, And it's the same thing when it comes to effort. It's like, oh my God, I've been doing so much, and I still can't sell artwork. I think I have a surfer's voice every time I do my character. I've been doing so much, man, and it's not working. It sounds like Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. And it's not working. I can't sell my artwork. And in your mind, you're like, I'm being pulled everywhere. I'm overworking. And if someone else would look at your would audit you, right? Someone else who's being successful at what you want to be successful at would audit you. Oh man, I think I'm hungry. I just hurt my stomach. Would audit you. They would tell you, no, dude, you're not really working. You're tired because you're not used to it, but you're not really working that hard. You got to get in the groove, They would automatically tell you that. But in our minds, we're like, oh my God, if I were to run with a professional, athlete, not even a professional, just someone who goes out for a run or a walk. If I were to wake up in the morning and be like, oh dude, I'm gonna go run with you, and I would start running, I'd be like, oh my God, never doing this again. That dude would look at me and be like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? You're crazy, dude. The problem is that you never exercise. That's why you're like, spilling your guts everywhere. That's really the problem, right? So when it comes to selling your artwork, it's the same thing. It's not that you're doing so much, it's that your mind is like, warning, I've never done this much. Oh my God, I'm going to fall apart. That's really what's happening. And you need to go beyond that. And it doesn't matter what stage. It doesn't matter what stage you're in. It doesn't matter how much artwork you're selling or how much money you're making, or you're a big shot artist or you're starting out. That's always going to be there. That feeling of I'm doing more. I'm doing so much already. That feeling is going to be there. It's such a strange thing. I don't even know why in the hell it's there. I don't care to know. I just know it's there. I know it's there. If you work hard for a goal, it doesn't matter how big the goal is, how small it is, or how big it is, you will feel overworked. It's actually pretty sad. As a species, right? As a human species, it's actually pretty sad that regulator is there. I see it like a thermostat, or as those things that are in the cars that prevent the car from going faster, right? I forgot what it's called. Some people know what that's called. I'm not a car person. I didn't even know why I use that example. If I'm not even a car person, it just sounded cool when I heard it. So yeah, I mean, governator. That's what it's called. Governator. I don't know. Governator. Get in the chopper now. I think in Spanish it's called gobernador. I think it's governor. I think that stops you, right, from reaching higher speeds in your automobile. It's the same thing. It's in our minds too. It's telling us, dude, oh my God, get yourself a rest. You overwork, or you're gonna do that too. You've been doing so much. Are you also gonna do that? Man, I'm probably the only artist who makes like long ass lives. I'm proud of it. I make some cool lives. They're super long, full of energy and content, valuable content. Yeah, my stuff is dope. I like it. So yeah, guys, no matter where you're at, you're gonna be experiencing that thing, that ceiling that's preventing you from going and reaching higher levels of success. So it's like a peel, right? You got to peel it off, and you got to go to the next one. And as soon as you think, "Oh, I'm free," you're in another one. Right? You're in another one. There is no escaping it, because it's human potential. That's the beauty of it. There is no escaping it. This is why Picasso said, "I'm always doing things that are impossible. That's how I get them done." Right? Picasso was a very wise dude. This is why I always do things that are impossible. See, he said, I always do things that are impossible, so that seem impossible in his own mind. Right? He's always peeling that. That's how he gets it done. He goes after the impossible all the time. Because the impossible is not really impossible. That's the beauty of this shit. It's not impossible. It's just that our minds have these governors that are telling us, dude, no, you can't. You're going to spend $100 on Google ads every day? Dude, you're crazy. Don't do that. You know, you're gonna piss away your money, or and on, or you're gonna hire another person. No, dude, don't do that. You always have this thing, or you're gonna go get another gallery show, but don't you have 3 already? Don't do that, dude. No, you're gonna be overwhelmed, and on and on and on, and that's what your mind wants to tell you. But the reality is that you're gonna look back if you do it, right? If you don't do it, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, man, this was actually very easy. I don't know what took me so long. But this happens to all of us, right? When we make a change, we look back and we're like, shit, man, why did it take me so long? Because you're trying to make sense of it in your mind. That's the problem. This is why when I asked that question to artists in the Facebook groups, what makes an artist successful? I already knew the answer. I do that to create engagement. I already know the answer. I already know 99% of the artists question themselves over and over. Because I did that myself, and I continue to do that. Just not as much as most do. But I already know that they question themselves over and over. They don't think they can do it. They think it's impossible. Right? So they make sense of the word. They're like, well, what's if I can't do it, how can I make sense of it? How can I make sense of me not doing it? If I can't achieve what people think success is, the conventional idea of success, right? We even call it conventional. Right? If I can achieve that, then how can I make sense of where I'm at right now? And that's the killer of dreams. Don't make sense of it. Go for it. Fight for it. Kick its ass. All right, guys. I'll let you go. My name's Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. Take care.